you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
She's your wife, not a dog.
At least a dog could be trained. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance, and they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her, but I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's their own doing, gallivanting about with men half her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her?
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite.
And here we are in the brothel. My day is complete.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
The difference between a courtesan and a whore is... well, their shoes are nicer.
I don't think anyone's looking at their shoes.
He didn't really ask you to wear a feather boa.
All lesions, darling. You get used to it.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh, I like him. He reminds me of someone.
I can see why Ninette liked you. You're feisty.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-eater, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Were you hoping Ninette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Someone else Ninette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime. Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I have coin in my purse and time to spare. Why not?
Baker's breath. Can't you do this when I'm not around?
Fine. I'll do this some other day.
It's too late. The images are already in my mind and they will never, ever go away. Tell Sabina if her rat gets underfoot again.
So, you've been with women in bed? I know. Shocking, isn't it?
The usual?
You see, Sweetness. Men are only good for one thing. Women are good for 6. 6? Which 6?
Isabella!
We don't want no temper.
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Ninette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ninette de Carrac. I hear she got around. And you were asking about her, so I just assumed.
Preposterous. I was concerned that she was in danger, and that is all. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
Ha! I was eager at first, but failure has leached all enthusiasm from me. This all started when Maren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Mages routinely flee the circle. Perhaps Maren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Doesn't the circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Maren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time. I cannot lie, Syrah. I tire of searching. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
I've got a nasty feeling about this place.
Those are human bones, aren't they? I'm gonna be sick.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette. Recognize your mage?
You're horrible.
This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I'm going to get the bastard that did this.
I know how you feel, Sirrah. I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
I couldn't bring back your wife, but here's a ring. It looks pricey.
Ah, Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
Just know that she will not return.
It's better this way. Our marriage has been in shambles for more than a decade. I'll send the ring to her family. With luck, it will appease them. Thank you for all your help, Sarah. Make her watch over.
Hey, Franz.